we're here. Are we live? Yes, we made it. No, Vara didn't jinx another live stream. Calm down, Charlie.
I know. YouTube's been so broke in the past few
So-
days, but that's kind of normal.
Yeah. So what did you say happened on Monday? Did you guys have a late start or
Yeah, so basically what had happened on Monday night for FML and then yesterday for my stream was you click go live, but it just shows like a black screen, even though it looks fine on the content creator's end. And so then it's like you have to end the live stream, but restart it on like not a scheduled link. You just have to click the go live button on YouTube without it being scheduled for some reason. But it looks like that is fixed, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so. Man, I hate having issues. And
Yeah,
yeah,
me
YouTube
too.
struck our like stream from 3 weeks ago. I had to remove the Conjuring
It
trailer.
wasn't struck on my second channel.
It's
I don't
weird.
get it.
It was like 10 seconds of it. So maybe there was like a part with like music or something. I don't know. I was just like, oh, just trim out segment.
Yeah,
Leave
it's
me
not
alone.
that bad.
Yeah, no. But hello everybody. We have a guest today. We have another yapper. What do you prefer to go by? Because when she asked if I knew you, I was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Oh, I do know who that is." But I know Vara
because
calls
everybody
people other
doesn't like
things.
saying the name. Yeah, no, just call me Rada. It makes
Rada?
it easier for everybody
What is your-
involved.
Because she said the abysmal critic, and I was like,
Yeah, I should have said the second part of the name, but
Yeah,
I was like, wait, and I know as okay. So
Yeah,
everyone, this is Rada.
Yeah.
How do you? Is it HorrorAmorata? Is that how it's pronounced?
HorrorAmorata, yeah.
Oh, okay. I said something right.
You did.
You're way up on Gary.
Gosh, I can't imagine what he says.
Yeah. It's like Craig.
Oh gosh. Boys don't know how to read. It's okay.
No.
They don't even understand the word abysmal. Let's not even start.
Just like don't even get me started on those two. They try. That's all that matters.
They do their best.
They get an A for effort. But what's up, chat? Right off the bat, we've got Corey for 5. Vin Diesel only eats 2 meals a day, breakfast and furious.
Oh God.
Oh God.
So stupid.
Corey, well, you got that's a stupid giggle from Vara. So that's
still a giggle though.
Still counts.
Okay.
And Mongoose gifted a membership. Thank you, Mongoose. It's so late for Mongoose, but he's still here trooping. Thank you. He's in the UK, so it's very late for him.
Yeah.
But thank you. Still here, still modding. Anyways, how are you ladies doing? Rada, if you want to tell the people a little bit like about your channel, and I got your links in the description, and what you do.
I'm a little bit in flux right now. I was doing news, but I got to the point that I realized if I kept going that way, I was going to be a very angry person.
Hear that.
So videos are kind of suspended until I figure out exactly what I'm doing to not only continue my love for gaming, but also to, make videos that people actually want to watch. I'm having problems, fitting those two things together, but I'll figure it out. I know I will.
You will.
But other than that, I do stream 3 times, well, technically 4 times a week. I'm on a stream on Tuesdays with some friends. Oh my God. I have words. Offensive Charm Podcast. There we go. And then I stream on my own channel, which is HorrorAmorata's Abysmal Adventures, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay. Well, I have, if one of the mods wants to drop her links, I do have them all in the description, though. So make sure you subscribe. You're going to have fun with us today because I'm just guessing by your name that you like horror. So we have.
I thought the tentacles gave it away.
Maybe a little bit. I think the wings a little too. So what we're doing with this, because this is new, the Vara and Virtue show, but for October, we decided that every week we're going to review something spooky, something horror. And the new stuff hasn't been great. I think the only new release that we reviewed was Conjuring Last Rites.
Yeah, right? That was good though. I thought it was fun.
I thought it was fun. Yeah. So yeah, we did Fright Night last week, which was really good. And this week we did the Resurrected, and I really enjoyed that one as well. But we'll get into that at the end of the stream. I don't know what to bring up first. We've got so many topics.
I know. It's always the problem with us. We could talk about one topic for an hour easy.
true. We're women. It's what we do. Okay, let's bring this up. We were talking about Gary, right? So we'll bring up his tweet here. The Witcher season.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Oh,
Jump scare. No. So absolute
God.
Netflix makes sense. Like, but what are they? Who are these people, and why are we supposed to care about them?
it's a fantastic question.
They're the hippies from Seattle, duh.
Yeah.
I think they were supposed to be in the new Snow White movie. The
Oh, that's where
bandits.
they-
Dwarves. That's
my
where I recognize them from.
They look so similar.
They really do. Oh my gosh, they
I'm not
do.
gonna lie, that guy on
back
the far
here.
left there.
Don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
This one,
Yeah,
the chunker.
Yeah, he looks like he's just out of breath standing there.
Yes, he can't even breathe.
Yep.
Oh boy. So this is what when is it coming out? This is what we have to look forward to, guys. Yay.
Great. I can't wait to watch them butcher the Witcher for a 4th season in a row.
I'm so glad I don't have Netflix.
Listen,
Yeah.
the last season was not easy to watch, but at least we still had Henry.
Yeah, I guess that's true because he's very spunky and he's very charismatic on screen. And so I always thought that the casting for The Witcher, for the main roles at least, was pretty good. I thoroughly enjoy the actress that they chose for Ciri and for Yennefer. And I thought that Henry Cavill with those other two was a really good trio. But of course, as time has gone on, you have the actress for Ciri, who looks like she is a classic Hollywood girl with all of the face filler in the world, which drives me nuts when we're talking about something that's supposed to loosely resemble, in a way, like a historical setting. It happens with period pieces a lot, which drives me insane. But then you also have them going off the rails with the secondary casting, with the way that all these shows look exactly the same.
It's so
my God.
boring. Like
Yeah.
what gets me with stuff like this, okay, I didn't read the books, but I know people that have, so they've filled me in a little bit on characters. The games, Henry was a super fan, so he was great casting as Geralt, and he played the character very well. I mean, Geralt's a man of few words. He just had to grunt a couple of times and swing a sword, and Henry did a good job with that. I mean, I know there's more to it, but I mean, that's like the joke, right? That he just all the time.
Yeah.
But he did a good job, and I thought he looked the role very well. And I agree. So when they first cast Yennefer, I know there was like the big, like, she's supposed to be like mind-blowingly gorgeous. And I do agree with that. But I also agree with Vara, which once they got into the characters, I was like, I kind of like her. Like, she's doing a good job portraying Yennefer's personality.
Yeah.
And Ciri too. People were hating on her, but I'm like, she's doing all right. I mean, she looks like or at least the younger Ciri from the games. But I don't know what they're doing now. Like, what's up with like all this, like these new characters that we're supposed to be interested in? That's something they always do as well. Like, let's put these side characters in, like, the gay guy, just so much diversity. We got to care about them all. Like, look at this
special guy. What the hell?
Yeah, and making Dandelion, he's supposed to be like a notorious womanizer, right? And he's gay now, or bi, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just so boring. You have so much to work with between the books and the games. Just follow that blueprint. It's really not that hard. If you want to make a show like this, then just make a new show. I don't know. I'm just a girl on the internet, though. What do I know? Try something different if you want to be different. But they do that. They take these franchises because they want to get the fans in, and then they get mad when the fans of the franchise don't like what they do.
Yep.
Well, because we wanted what we're fans of, dummy. It's
Well,
not that
yeah.
hard.
And
I'm not here to watch your fan fiction with my favorite title on it.
Exactly. That's a perfect way to put
absolutely.
it.
And that's what's been happening with a lot of these series, and even these 4 images alone. It's like you have the first like Witcher spin-off, Blood Elves. Then you have Willow. Then you have the Wheel of Time, and then you have The Witcher. It's just that we're seeing our favorite fantasy be consistently modernized, and it's not clicking with anyone because the ratings for these shows are terrible. The viewership isn't is non-existent, and that's why they either get canceled or they rush to the finale so that they can get it done as quickly as possible.
Just a money grab, and it makes me so sad. I remember getting excited for stuff once upon a time. I did. I don't remember the last time. No, I'm kidding. But really, like superhero movies and stuff, when the Avengers came out, when everyone got so pumped, like, oh, there's a new Marvel movie coming out. Even people who weren't fans of comic books or anything were like, I'm going to the theater to see that. Now it's like, oh, another Marvel movie anyway. So, and that's how it is with this stuff. Like people that weren't, especially having Henry attached, people like women specifically that weren't interested in, the Witcher games or the books, they liked the show because they wanted to watch it for Henry. So you take him out and that's a huge chunk of your audience going right there. And I don't know how much, I think there's truth to this. Like every time I bring this up, the chat will like kind of go back and forth with it. Whether or not he actually had in his contract that if they stray too far from the source material, he's out. I believe it though. I do believe that there may have been something in there like that, or that's at least the reason he left, especially after the showrunner, what's her name, Lauren
Hisrich.
Yeah, when she kind of just tried to put all the blame on him.
Yeah,
kind of messed up. It's like, no, you guys screwed up. Don't put it on Henry. He's off doing his own stuff. He's doing Highlander and Warhammer. He's just fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah,
he's got enough people out there who really love him. He'll always be able to find some kind of role.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're so dumb for letting him go. How about you just listen to the super fan that knows about this franchise and this IP, whatever you want to call. I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna have to watch it so that we can rip it apart on this show and on Saucy. But
I don't watch it.
I don't either. But I know X-Ray and Disparu are gonna have to watch it because there's no way that they are gonna be skipping this for F&T. So
yeah, it's true.
I used to just be like, you know what? They watched it. I'll just sit back and listen with the audience when they talk about all these crap shows. But now I'm like, fine. I'll watch it too.
As a lot of people know, I'm a pretty big Witcher fan. Well, then again, I was a fan of all of these franchises before they fucked them up. And I have the newest book right behind me that just came out like 2 weeks ago. But I can't see how anybody, whether they are a casual or a giant fan of the franchise like me, wanting this to continue. I can't see a way that even a casual audience would find this interesting at this point with how much disrespect they've shown to it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't understand why they have to twist things so bad when you have the blueprint right in front of you that's clearly doing well because it has a huge fan base, and they're like, let's add in a gay person and let's change this character to a female and blah, like whatever. It's so stupid.
Really a show if it doesn't have a gay person in it.
Not these days. It doesn't make sense true. Really. If we get a show that doesn't have a gay person these days, it's like, wait, are we in the Matrix right now? Is this for real? Or I don't know.
Yeah, and even if you look at these images, right, it's such a specific spread of ethnicities and genders, and even the characters who I hate to stereotype, but the characters who are gonna be gay look like they're gay.
Like you can totally tell.
You can tell by like the flashiness of the items. Like if you look at some of these characters, like 95% of them have no like necklaces or rings or anything. But of course, the most opulent one is always the one who is gay, which is just so weird because you'd think that they wouldn't want to boil a character down to like their sexuality, but they always do time and time again. And then they sit here and wonder, gee, why don't people like this? Well, maybe it's because you're stereotyping and you're trying to go down this checklist. And it's sad because you can put diversity into a fantasy series and for it to be really well done. All of these series that they've tried to adapt have naturally done diversity in them. They could have just followed the books and the material, but of course it's not enough for them. So then they have to add even more. And then it just doesn't sit well with people.
No.
I think the audience.
No, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was going to say one of the things that bothers me the most when we're looking at these fantasy images, these things that are supposed to be in an entirely different world with entirely different races in them. How am I supposed to tell who's what race?
That's
Yeah.
Where's
true.
the elves? Who are the elves?
Right. They're like, well, in the Rings of Power, don't the elves have like edge ups and stuff? Because that
Yeah.
definitely makes sense.
No, I think it's just the one, but
Close enough.
There's nothing that makes these identifiable from anything. They all just look like humans, and it's like
That's
that is totally removing part of the fantasy element of fantasy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this guy supposed to be like
100% agree.
a giant
He's a
or
big
something?
man.
He's
Just
a
shut
big
up and
boy.
consume product. What does it matter? What are you not going to support him because he's a certain fictional character, a race,
I'm not gonna support him.
virtue? We got to cancel virtue.
He's too tall. I don't feel represented with this one.
I know. You have to see yourself in every character.
There needs to be a small. There we go. I feel.
How am I supposed to see myself in any of these people? Nobody has any tentacles.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. Come on now.
There's not enough representation here.
I mean, at least we have on the very far left, we have the guy who looks like he's trying to fit into Vampire the Masquerade. He just drank too much fucking blood.
He looks like his pants are too tight or something.
All these characters look so weird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Every single one of them
Except
just
for this
looks
guy
bizarre.
back here. They're like,
And not
just
in the right
go
way.
in the background and walk around.
They're
he's like, what's over
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, they're
Something
like,
shiny.
hey, at least there's one normal white guy in this shot. You fuckers can't complain.
They're choking white.
Yeah. So
Oh,
stupid.
man.
I
It
hate
is.
this shit. This is bad.
I hate that this is reality.
No.
Honestly.
I hate
Our
it here.
favorite franchises.
Well, guys, you'll be getting reviews of Witcher season 4.
That comes
Yay.
out, I think, it comes out October 30th.
Oh, it's
I
this
want
month.
to say. I think so.
Okay. Well,
God,
we're
maybe they'll
on-
cancel it before that.
You could get lucky, but I doubt it. I think they've already filmed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, October
great.
30th. So.
Yeah, Rhino makes a good point. The only character these characters have is their identity. They're like, I'm gay, and that's all that you need to know about me.
Yeah, and that's so
So
sad
interesting.
because
Yeah.
it's like sexuality 100%, it plays an important role in a character's story, but it should be a small piece of the puzzle of who the character is, not their entire personality, their entire identity, the only reason why the character exists. Of course, most famous example of that is Tosh in the fail card. But it's just
Oh, God.
that we have, I know, we have so many of these writers now in video games and also in Hollywood who only live in their activist bubble. And so that's the only type of story that they can write and the only type of character that they can write.
Yeah, this right here, I'm glad I found this. I knew Mike was the one that shared it. Vara will think this is annoying just as well as I did. So they
Mhm.
tweeted Kevin Conroy, a gay man playing Bruce Wayne does tend to create peak. And Mike made a great point. Guy spends his whole career celebrated as a legend for his iconic voice and acting prowesses. After his death, and a bunch of non-fans on Twitter reduce him down to his sexuality. You want to know something? I didn't even know he was gay. I don't care. I didn't know because it wasn't his
Because
identity.
he's that good.
He's Batman. That's it.
Yeah.
He's the best Batman. Yeah.
It's entirely irrelevant to anything. I mean, who cares who he sleeps with? He's got a great voice.
Yeah.
100%. I'm so sad.
He was the best. Like
Yeah.
like if he'd be my favorite Batman, but like if we're going live action, we've already had this conversation.
Oh my
a
gosh, we
billion
talk
times,
about Batman
but-
every time.
Every time. But he like this is my favorite Batman because everyone grew up with this. Like millennials, Gen Z,
Yeah.
you all seen Batman the animated series.
Mm-hmm.
But he's so right here. Like this is people who aren't even fans of him. They're just like, yeah, well, he was popular and he was gay. So straight people suck on that. Like, okay,
Yeah,
you
and
really
it's like-
owned us.
In his life, he never brought a lot of attention to it because he didn't think we cared and we didn't care. And he just wanted to be known as an amazing voice actor. And that was amazing of him. You know, he was Batman. He did such a good job. And the fact that these people go on social media and they act like they cared about his career when really they only cared about his sexuality is so
Mhm.
terrible.
It is so annoying. Like another example, and I remember a couple people were kind of bugging out about the latest Evil Dead. Was it Evil Dead what was it? It wasn't
Evil Dead
Rise, was it?
Rise?
It was Rise? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something else, but yeah, that one. I thought that one was fine. Evil Dead 2 is my favorite horror movie though, so I'm fully a Bruce Campbell Evil Dead fan, but
Mm.
this one was fine. It was okay. Like I didn't hate it at all. People were mad that they had a trans person in there, and I'm like, that wasn't their identity though. Like I didn't even realize it. I'm like, is this just an androgynous kid, like teenager or whatever? You know?
Did it come up in some way? Did it like?
No, I don't even think they
I mean,
said it. It just
So who
it just-
cares?
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I'm like, it wasn't their identity, and that person ends up dying too. So it's like, well, they weren't trying to push any kind of message, right? They weren't like the final girl or boy or whatever.
Final
So
it or
the,
whatever.
the final them. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like if it is like if there's someone gay or something in a movie and it's not their whole identity, I don't care. I understand why people get annoyed by it because we get so much of that now, but when it's not their like main purpose for being in the movie or the show, I don't care. I grew up in the 90s. There was a lot of gay people in shows and stuff, but they just didn't shove it down your throat and it's like they do now. So it wasn't anywhere near as annoying. Like Will and Grace, people that like comedies loved Will and Grace and they weren't annoyed by the gayness of it because it was still just like a funny show. Now, when they brought it back, they made it political and stupid. So now it's stupid, but the original Will and Grace was good. Yeah, that was a big digress, but you guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I tend to do that quite a bit. So does Vara. That's why you guys love us.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we have here? Twitter is being so weird. So if I pause for like a second and just start yapping, it's because the tab I have open is not loading.
I mean, isn't Twitter just like always broken, just like YouTube? I think like most of the social
Everything
media
is
platforms
broken.
have such major problems.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately.
Sometimes I feel like I just experience less issues than everybody else.
Yeah. You're lucky.
I
She's
am.
not chronically on the internet like us, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh no! Trust me, I'm chronically on the internet.
Like I'm right there with you.
I unfortunately cannot deny that one.
Okay, so this one I thought was kind of funny because it's not funny. I understand actors, it's got to be really weird to see AI videos of yourself. Some of these things can be funny, but like I don't know, bringing back dead people and making AI is kind of weird to me. Seeing that like all the Michael Jackson ones going viral right now of him like stealing chicken nuggets and stuff. Like what the heck is it? What is the internet doing right now? Like this is what's it. Okay. But yeah, Keanu Reeves on AI videos being made of him. We're in that world. It's not a lot of fun. Like that's a very chill response.
Yeah.
Because like, what's he gonna say? Like he's not gonna, he's not someone that attacks anybody. He's very chill and nice. He's like America's sweetheart. So he's not gonna say anything rude. But it's got to be uncomfortable for him. Like you hop. I doubt that he's really on the internet, but I'm sure his people like publicists or whatever show him stuff. I don't know.
I'm sure he's got like a friend's son who runs up to him occasionally. He's go, "Hey, look at this!" And he's like, "What the? I didn't need to see that."
It's John Wick versus Neo. Look.
Yeah.
What?
I think that he's trying to I want to say almost like preserve his career because he knows that if he lashes out on social media and he goes on a long rant, people are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, get over it." Like we typically do when celebrities feel very passionate about something. But at the same time, I bet that he does worry that this is bad for his job because if AI gets to the point where they don't need actors anymore, right, and they can just license someone's face and then put them in the movie, then I bet the amount of money they'll be getting is going to be halved because it's not them on a set doing all these different things and they're technically not going through any effort. And so it's like he doesn't want to say nothing about it, but at the same time, he might also potentially not be as informed about how quickly AI has progressed and how much it is truly used nowadays. Not even just on social media, but also in productions.
That's true. And also he's got to be careful what he says because nowadays it's always been a thing, but now even more so because of social media, things get taken out of context. So he could say something and they could make it like seem like he just said the most wretched thing and then put it in an AI video. So
yep. That is true.
Yeah.
I like Keanu Reeves a lot, and so I'm glad that he's not one of these celebrities that goes on social media and complains about the woes of his life and then says, oh my gosh, we need to do better as a society because of X, Y, and Z, whatever talking point Hollywood wants him to push today or that he thinks he should push in order to get more movie roles. He's just a chill guy who I think didn't let fame go to his head, which I think is so rare nowadays. Like, very few times do I sit here and say, I genuinely like this actor, but Keanu's one of those guys. He's very good at what he does. He is passionate about the industry, and he's not somebody that uses his platform constantly to advocate for whatever hot button topic is being discussed of the day.
Yeah, and we love him for that because he just entertains us. Like the John Wick movies are a great example of that. Are they super in depth? Some of them, I mean, it's a good story, but do we go there really for the story? No, we go there to see the action scenes, and they always deliver. And I thought the same thing about Ballerina. I don't know if you guys saw and liked Ballerina, but I actually really liked that movie. I went to the theaters to see that one, and I enjoyed it. I think it. I mean, I feel like it had a pretty much positive reviews, but it should have done better. I think.
Yeah.
I think the big problem on that one was just the way they set it up. People weren't looking for it. And sometimes if you put something in the wrong place at the wrong time, it's not going to get the attention it deserves.
That's true.
That's
And
kinda how things
also,
work.
I think them putting John Wick's name in the title kind of messed it up because people see that and they're like, a John Wick movie. Wait, where's John Wick? I know he appears and everything, but I mean, they were expecting like a full-blown John Wick story with him in it. So if you're expecting that, you're going to be let down when he's not there.
Yeah, I also think that if they were going to really put John Wick in the title, they probably, and I know it would have been misleading, but they probably should have marketed it with him and getting Keanu to do even one like tiny cameo or put a lot of references in it or something like that. But when you have the name John Wick, yeah, I ultimately agree that like you probably shouldn't be marketing it that way. But at the same time, like not having the ability to like slap his face on all the marketing also hurt it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I liked his I think it was a bit more than a cameo because like technically he had like 2 cameos in it, but yeah, it wasn't very long and it was more focused on her.
Right.
So I think it's safe to say that we're not getting a Ballerina 2, which I would have liked.
Makes you sad.
I know. I put that right in the middle of all the John Wick movies. Like the Ballerina was smack dab in the middle, like as far as what I liked the most. Because I liked it. The story was good. But
yeah, they should have just made it a standalone and then not marketed it that way. And I still think it probably wouldn't have done as good as this, mainline John Wick films, but it would have done better.
Speaking of, go ahead.
I think they kind of have to contend with kind of the mental space everybody's in right now, too. People have a tendency to kind of overreact to specific things right now.
Absolutely.
Understandably, I'm not saying that people shouldn't, but at the same time, there are going to be some things that were probably good that aren't going to be treated the way they should because people are just tired of seeing things.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it makes it that much harder because it's like there are like similar, I don't want to say quite exactly the same, but similar like female spy movies that have come out in the past that have been really bad. And so when you're talking about the lead character of this now being a female in a male's franchise, it feels like you're trying to replace him. And so then before seeing the movie, obviously people were upset and they were partially overreacting because they thought John Wick was completely being replaced, which wasn't happening. But it's understandable because we know what Hollywood does nowadays so consistently.
Yeah, I understand. They were like, because I remember when it first dropped, people in my chat were like, yeah, she's going to beat John Wick and she's replacing him. And I'm like, what trailer did you watch?
Right.
Because I didn't see that. And then I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I'm like, I'm going to be open-minded because, I like Ana de Armas and I did like the story, but people were also on a girl boss. We don't want a girl boss. And I'm like, well, but it's in the John Wick universe, having a female that could, I mean, she got her butt kicked though. Like,
oh yeah.
To be fair, she really got her butt handed to her, but in the John Wick universe, how many times has even he just like hit some huge dude with like a brick or something and it doesn't even phase him? So it's just how the John Wick universe is. So I thought it was fine, but I don't know, maybe they'll do something. I don't think they're done with her character. She's probably not going to get another standalone movie, but I could see her showing up again.
They should have done a series for her.
Oh, yeah, like the Continental.
Yeah, I thought that would have been perfectly fine. It's like how people have talked about them making a female James Bond, Janet Bond, or whatever you want to call her. It's like I wouldn't. I think that if you marketed a new 007 movie with a lead female, people would react the same way because it's a male-dominated franchise. But if you have, like, I don't know, a Bond girl getting her own spin-off, and she's not supposed to replace Bond, but she's, you know, supposed to be in the same universe and maybe, like, doing some sort of, like, small side mission, if you make that into a series, I think the reception's going to be much better.
Yeah, I agree with that. She's just going, like, on her own little adventure and
Yeah.
not replacing Bond. Yeah, I could totally see that. But while we're on the John Wick topic, did you guys see this? That a John Wick Western samurai spinoff is coming up.
What does that mean?
A what?
I don't know, but I'm here for it because I just like John Wick.
I do too, but I don't know what that means.
What is a
Is
Western
he going to be an
samurai?
Asian?
Yeah.
Maybe. So I've seen a tweet about this. I was trying to find the tweet, but I found an article.
Oh,
on
samurai
Twitter.
Western. Okay.
Samurai Western. I know Jed's like, but all I'm saying is I'm here for it because
I'll watch
totally
it, sure.
I'm totally on board with all the John Wick stuff. I don't know. Let's see. What does it say here? Okay, no, that's Ballerinas. The news came during a Variety article about up-and-coming writers, which included Austin Everett, who casually mentioned penning the script. Well, that's interesting. He said he could say anything else, and that makes sense. Wait, he couldn't say anything else. Sorry, that makes sense. This is a rather interesting premise that could go many, many years back into the past, but does the John Wick universe really have appeal when Keanu Reeves is not the primary face of the project? Maybe.
They should turn this into an anime.
That would be fun.
God, that would be sick.
Yeah, I would prefer to see this as an anime.
Then it could just be explosions and katanas and blood and gore. That'd be awesome. Not accurate to what John Wick is already, but who cares?
just send John Wick.
It's an anime. Anything could happen.
Send John Wick back in time so that we get Keanu and he doesn't have to like break his back. Just use his voice. Boom.
Yeah.
Everyone would watch it. People would freaking love it. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, I like it.
Hey, what's this guy's name? Austin Everett. Call us.
Yeah, never heard of him, but
yeah,
guess maybe this will be good if it ever actually gets greenlit. Though, just because he's penning a script doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we could pen scripts all day. Doesn't mean it's gonna
Anybody can write a script. It's getting it produced that's the problem.
Except for Phoebe Waller-Bridge, apparently, with Tomb Raider, because it's taken 5 years. They hadn't even come up with this. Nope. It's still going through. They just had said Sophie Turner is going to be Lara Croft like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, God.
I know, unfortunately. We didn't get that lucky.
We didn't get that lucky.
I thought I saw something that said they'd canceled it. I thought there was a God. So much for that.
According to reports, it was getting canceled, but it unfortunately didn't. Amazon, I guess, was like, we've paid you $100 million to do nothing the past 5 years. You're making this show.
You're doing something. We need to make our money back a little bit.
Yeah.
In theory.
Please stop torturing us.
I know. So this is I'm speechless. John Lithgow as Dumbledore is already perfect. What are your guys? So I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I don't hate it. I just never really got into it. It's okay, guys. Blabs is still friends with me. Every time I bring that up, they're like, "Is Blabs mad at you?" I'm like, "She's fine. She's okay."
Funny.
But I mean, I don't know. I guess he looks the role better than some other people.
He looks like he's going through the exorcism right there.
Oh God.
I imagine when they add whatever effects they're going for later.
Yeah.
It's gonna look
mean
super
something.
cool. After they edited it, is this his lines?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's lines or if it's to reflect light.
Oh, okay.
Well, on one of
lines
these
would be funny,
stills,
just
I think that it might be
huge
the image
letters.
before this one. It does have huge letters.
Oh well,
Yeah.
there we go. Yeah.
Oh,
To be fair, I wouldn't want to have to try to memorize all that at his age
yeah,
either.
and he's probably saying like a spell or something, right? That doesn't look like English.
Yeah.
So
No.
unless I'm just like freaking out right now, like it is.
Yeah. I mean, so I like John Lithgow a
Yeah, me too.
lot. And I think that this is one of the better castings for this show. But my problem is, first of all, why the fuck is Dumbledore on a beach? What is
Yeah.
bro doing? Is
People
he
keep
just
asking
taking
that.
a
I have no idea.
vacation or what?
He's all up in the water too. Like, what is going on?
But are we sure this is
Yeah.
a beach and not like a lakeside beach?
I guess we don't know. It kind of looks like a beach though. I think
see.
there's other photos of that. That doesn't look like a lake to me.
No, I was just wondering.
No.
I've never read.
Judging
the
by
books,
those rocks,
so-
there's nothing
well, like-
about this in the books, or at least in the first book. But yeah, there is also another set of photos of like the same day on set, I think, where it's Dumbledore with Nicholas Flamel. So I don't know what they think that they're doing with this, but I like John Lithgow. At the same time, though, this just entire series can't be saved by one or two really good castings. And that's what makes me
No.
sad about this.
Yeah, that is true. So is she like working closely with them or not really?
Originally, it sounded like she was, but I don't know if that's the case anymore.
This one is just so funny to me. It's like, what did you decide to go for a swim? What are you doing?
They have him like running.
I know, that's what I mean. He's like
He's
80 years
80,
old,
be
right?
nice.
Calm down. What's the last role that John Lithgow did?
It's a great question. I don't remember.
I want to say The Crown. He was
Oh,
Winston
okay.
Churchill. John Lithgow. I'll look real quick.
I remember him from Third Rock from the Sun. That was probably my first introduction to him. And then I remember getting scarred for life when he was on Dexter, because man, did he play a good villain. Was not ready for that.
So it looks like
What's up, Hauser?
damn, it looks like
Yeah,
he's been
Shane,
in
I
a
don't think
a
so.
lot of things recently. He was in Dexter Resurrection. He's a voice actor in Spellbound, Conclave, Killer. He was a producer on Killers of the Flower Moon. So he's been doing a couple things actually, but I think that he said this is going to be his like last major live action role.
I could see that. I mean, when these guys are getting up there, it's like, oh yeah, and Shrek, obviously.
That was my
God,
first
That was your first.
interaction
Mine,
with him, Shrek.
it's okay. think
I
that was
hate
a lot
to
of people's
remember
first.
this guy this way because he's got such a diverse, good, amazing fucking career. And it's like, yo, I remember you from Shrek. It's so bad.
No, it's okay. Listen, millennials and Gen Z, that's probably about right.
Yeah.
I remember my mom watched Third Rock from the Sun, right? That was the alien one. I don't know if you ever see that
Yeah.
one, Vara?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, it was good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you see, I remember him from Harry and the Hendersons. So
I've
Yeah.
seen that too. That wasn't my first, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
That probably
It's
was
another good one.
before Third Rock from the
Oh,
Sun.
it was long before Third Rock.
That was
Yeah.
80s, right?
That was the 80s. Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
It's true.
I also remember him from Santa Claus the movie.
Oh, yeah.
He was the corporate antagonist
Yeah.
guy. He did such a great job.
I wouldn't have even
Oh,
thought of
forgot
that off
about
the top
that.
of my head.
I watched
That's
that a lot
another
as a small
good one.
child.
Yeah. But I think that he's going to play a good Dumbledore, though. If the rumors, again, as I've said every time I've talked about it, take them with a hefty grain of salt. If the rumors are true that they want to cast a woman as Voldemort, which I don't think they're going to do, but
Cynthia
say in
Erivo.
theory they did that,
She'd be
paired
perfect.
with the Snape casting and all of the other questionable castings or castings of people that don't quite fit the role, even though they fit the book descriptions. I just don't think that his really good casting could save this or make it any better. Because
No.
we knew that inevitably they were going to have to bring in some good names. Like, I also think McGonagall's actress is really, really good. But even though you've got these good actresses and actors, some of these castings are bonkers inaccurate. It makes me sad.
People, that whole just Twitter feud with the idiots that were like, where does it say that Snape's white? And people are like, literally pulling up pictures. And yeah, because I didn't read the books or anything, but everyone was sharing just like that picture. It's like, yeah, definitely doesn't look white to me. And he was described like pale skin or something, right? Not pale.
Sallow.
Sallow.
sallow
That's what it was.
skin,
I'm like, it's a word that I don't normally use, so it's not up
yeah,
there.
and as I always say, I think that gender swaps are significantly worse than race swaps because you can have actors with a different skin color who are able to get into character and they're absolutely phenomenal. And with gender swaps, you have to change the essence of the character. So that right there, that's always been my opinion. But the problem is that with Snape's character, there are people that straight up fucking hate him. These children are terrified of him at times, and they think that he's like the devil. They think that he's super evil. So having that race swap with that background, you just know how bad the writing's going to get with modern Hollywood writers.
Oh yeah, they're not going to be able to do that because if they make it that aggressive, like where they can't stand him, everyone on Twitter is going to be like, because he's
I think they
black.
will.
Oh, they
I
will.
think they 100% will play into the whole, oh, Harry's father was just a racist pile of shit. And that's why, Snape doesn't like Harry. And that Harry's just a little racist too. Like, I have a feeling they're going to play
That
right
kid
into it.
is so cute too. The poor little
He
kid.
is.
He's a cute little racist kid. Like,
He's a cute little racist.
Aren't they all though?
That's how they get you. They're selling you on the racism.
oh no.
And if you like Harry in this, you're a racist too.
You're not supposed to like cute little kids.
No, you're not.
He's one of the only ones that actually looks the part.
I
Besides
think all three of the
Dumbledore.
kids look decent. Like I obviously with kid actors, it's so hit or miss. Like they either are born to act or they're trash, I feel like. And I'm hoping that all three of these kids will at least play the roles decently. But with kid actors, it's so hit or miss, especially when they're that young, because as they grow up, it's like the cast of Stranger Things. Look at how rebellious they are now and how they demanded their characters be changed and the personalities be changed because they were growing up. Red
That's
flags
so dumb.
everywhere.
Yeah. An example of good kid actors that did very well in the role is Full House. And then they did Fuller House, and I couldn't stand those kids. I was like, they're not making me laugh at all.
Nope.
I don't want to watch this show anymore. This is not my Full House. But yeah, we'll see. If they look the role, okay, but can they act?
Yeah.
When does it come out?
I don't think it has a date yet. I think it just says estimated end of 2026. Either way, I'd assume if it's not next year or if it's not 2026, if it's 2027, I think they'll put it out like around Thanksgiving or Christmas because that would be on theme for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
2027 debut is what they're aiming for.
Okay, because I never understood that, but I wasn't into Harry Potter, so like the 25 Days of Christmas on ABC, there was like always Harry Potter on, and I'm like, this is a Christmas movie? What? But anything can be a Christmas movie if you
put enough
on it.
It's because it's good for marketing material. You have the Christmas colors and the Halloween colors and then Thanksgiving. And it's, back when Hollywood wasn't afraid to portray a family, right? You'd have the Weasleys and you'd have this like togethering and bringing together of the family structure at Hogwarts. But we know they don't do that anymore.
No. Eric Stratton, thank you for the 1777. Wicked, great new panel. I love fun, cool, and interesting people. Plus, if I met Wicked 30 years ago, I would take her to a ball because every woman deserves to go to a ball once in her life. Well, thank you, Eric. I really appreciate that. And I'm sure balls are a ton of fun. Never been though. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. StreamYard's messing up for a second on me. I'm like, it won't let me take this down. It's gonna be up for the rest of the stream.
Could be worse.
It could be worse.
Getting a lot for $17.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Oh, you put this in the chat. I still have to finish the game. I'm going to, but because spooky season came and there's just so many movies and games, and I haven't been able to game as much as I used to. So I'm behind on a lot. But Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is getting a free update featuring a new dungeon, enemies, bosses, and costumes. The game has sold 5 million copies. Wow, good.
Yay! I love that game.
It's a good game.
I thought you did, and that's why I wanted her to bring it up. I love it. It's
yes,
so fucking good.
It is so good. I can't wait to finish it. I don't even think X-Ray finished it, and she was the one that was like, "You need to play it," and she had like so many hours in it by the time that I started. But this is what happens when all these games come out that you want to try, and now October's here, and I'm going to try to play more just like spooky games.
Mm-hmm.
Things get pushed back, but this is definitely one that I will definitely finish at some point.
Absolutely. I mean, you kind of have to. It's just so great.
You guys both finished it?
Is. Oh yeah.
This is possibly one of the few games in my lifetime where I went through, totally beat the game, and immediately went back to the beginning and started over again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
how much I love this game. And
I love that.
It's crazy. I can't wait to go back through and find the things I didn't find the first time, explore the little bits of storyline I didn't get to explore the first time, get the other ending, and now they're adding more stuff. They're giving me a free DLC on top of it.
I know, and that for me just highlights how amazing these developers are, because we don't know the size of this update, but the fact that it's a new dungeon, enemies, bosses, costumes, and it's free is crazy given the state of the industry. And I get that when they put out the game, it wasn't, a full price game. This is a game I would have paid $100 for the standard fucking edition. It's that good.
I wish so bad they would have come out with the extra stuff at just a slightly different point in time when I would have had the money, because I would kill. I'm not kidding you. I would literally eviscerate somebody if I could get my hands on that monolith, that music box monoliths with the paintress. I want that so bad. I can't even begin.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But I didn't have the money at the time. So
I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens.
It's so sad.
These developers are great. They're like, oh, you love our game? Well, guess what? You get something for free. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean,
so nice. So nice of them.
Discount priced game. What was it? $49.99 for the base version, and then you could get some other stuff extra if you paid $60.99. So you got a $60 game, which is less than your regular game, and it didn't have all the bugs on release. I mean, I know some people probably had some problems with it. I personally had none. Which is astounding. It's an Unreal 5. They actually optimized everything so it ran well on PC.
Talented developers.
I know, I love that when things run well on PC.
Back in the 90s and playing a fucking game again, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where's this been all my life?
It's so beautiful too. I could have spent just like hours just looking around at everything. I'm like, ooh, look at this! Look at this area. This is pretty. Ooh, look at this! Ooh, something shiny. Like,
and the soundtrack.
So pretty. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. This whole entire fucking game is so good, and I love the fact that they're not charging you more for this. If this was Ubisoft, this would be a $29.99 edition.
Yep.
They would charge you extra money. Well, first of all, they would have charged you $70 for the standard edition up front.
And it would have come out buggy. You'd have barely been able to run it.
Yep, you would have had to wait a month and a half for it to be usable. And then this would be an extra fee. And I just love seeing these developers succeed after what they went through in the industry, because some of them were ex-Ubisoft, and they basically said, we weren't going to get this project greenlit, so we went elsewhere. We found people on Reddit, of all places, to help make the game, which is so cool. And they put so much time and effort into it.
Well, and the guy who made all the music came from SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's another one.
I didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was a $5 million game ish. 20 million.
I think the estimate was like 15 or 20.
Yeah, somewhere in them.
But either way, like that's
not so expensive for a game nowadays.
Right, especially for their first game. That's a pretty hefty budget for their first game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
but
Yeah,
can't wait for more games.
yeah, I'm both excited and terrified because on one hand, I'm really excited to see where they take the next game because I know from what they've said in the past that they're not going to like it's not going to be Expedition 33 Part 2. It's going to
Right.
take place somewhere entirely separate,
Ooh,
and
I
I'm
like
really
that.
afraid of how gamers in general are going to react to that right now.
yeah, I'm a little worried because I honestly feel like it doesn't need a continuation. Like, obviously, I
Yeah.
would love one, but I feel like it's going to be tough for them almost to capture the same magic because part of the magic in this was the surprises.
Well, and that's why I think they have to take it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I don't know if any of you saw the tweets that are out there today about them, about the writer for the game actually coming out and saying there is no canonical ending for the game.
Yeah, that's really
Oh.
cool too.
So either one, however you play it is how you ended it. So,
Right.
and well, I saw a lot of people under the comments talking about, well, then how are they going to make a sequel? And I was like,
Well,
if you play it the game, there really isn't space for a sequel. It is such a tight little package on its own that tells a perfect story from beginning to end that you don't need to move directly off of this. But at the same time, as you play through the game and you pick up the little bits on the outside world beyond the canvas,
yeah.
there's so much to work with there.
Yeah, and I think that obviously there are a lot of expeditions that came before them, so they could explore those. I think what I would like is in a spin-off is maybe picking 3 of the most like consequential and important expeditions and then telling those stories. And then of course it leads into this game that we already have. I think that could be cool.
And you see, I'm totally fine if they don't ever do another expedition, but
Oh,
they explore
I
like, the
100%
writers
agree.
that are out there. Or
Yeah.
I would love to find out. I don't know why I think this has to be in the world, but I feel like there's got to be like musicians who do the same thing with the idea of our escapism having its own magic. I mean, we already feel that way. At least I feel that way when it comes to playing my games and stuff. I'm in this little this isolated world that I'm playing in for a period of time, and then I get to step away. So, okay, I'm going to go off on a really weird thing here. I apologize.
Okay.
You're in the right place.
But
Yeah.
so the big thing about this game that I love so much about it is it not only tells its own story, but it also reveals something about humanity in that it talks a lot about how people get lost in their escapism. This, I mean, with what happened, the game's been out. I can spoil things, right?
You can spoil.
Oh, yeah, go
Okay,
for
good.
it. It's fine.
I don't know how many people have finished it yet, and it's just such an amazing game that I hate spoiling too much. But with Mael's mother, Alicia's mother, being trapped in there and getting lost in there because of the loss of her son and the way people can destructively use escapism, but at the same time, the positive reactions of escapism and the fact that they're so explicit on that, and it even shows how people can break off from that and come back to the real world, but how that can have an impact on everything else that they're leaving behind. And it's got so much in it, so much heart, so much passion that these people, you can see it all over it, that they put so much into it that it really kind of takes me back to my childhood.
Yeah, because it's so rare these days. Like, of course, we get some good games, but games like this, like where they actually worked hard to put it out there and they're listening to the fans and they're, rewarding us for enjoying it by giving us free DLC. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's. I'm really excited to see what they do.
There's so much that they could do. I just hope that they do stand by their creative vision and they don't try to force a story if it doesn't end up working out for them, because they might have all these grand plans and then it just doesn't pan out. And I hope that they don't feel the pressure to just put out a product and they don't fall into the classic trap of fucking things up along the way, because when you hit that level of popularity so quickly, they might be in the office feeling like we have to churn something out, we have to put something out. And just because studios start off this positive doesn't always mean that it's gonna stay that way. Look at the BioWares and the Obsidians, right? They started off a handful of guys making amazing games, and we know where they are now. So I just hope that they don't fall into that trap, because they did so good with this title.
I'm hoping
That
with
would be a
those
shame.
3 veteran Ubisoft people in there. I mean, I don't know what I'm sure if we looked it up, we could see what they worked on previously, but I'm sure they've had a little taste of this already.
Yeah.
Of the blowing up and then having somebody push something on you, and you end up making this derivative, boring story over and over again, and not putting out your best work. It sounds to me like that's exactly why they left. So I'm hoping they've learned the lesson from that and are going to continue what gave them this success, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. But again, like when it's their own studio, they might feel a little bit differently than when they were developers somewhere else under another company. So who knows? But either way, whew, they did so good.
They did.
So speaking of that, Vara, you probably have covered this because since you put out 5 videos a day, I may have missed it. But you know the Dan Houser from, I think it was Rockstar, right? Former Rockstar producer.
Yeah.
He created the fictional universe, A Better Paradise, and Mind's Eye is a video game from that universe. I think I had this pin from a while ago, and I meant to bring it up on one of our streams, and this was the perfect time. Now I'm glad I remembered because I kept forgetting to bring it up. But in case the chat doesn't know about this, wow, let me zoom in. Can't see that.
God, Mind's Eye.
So this is it already out?
Oh, Mind's Eye came out.
This one came out
2025.
Dropped like a rock.
Yeah, it came out in June. It basically was dead on arrival. I didn't know.
No, I didn't either.
It's one of the few that I stayed away from.
So I feel like there was another. I'll if I can find it, I'll bring it up. This might not have been the one that I was. No, this wasn't it. There was a different game that I wanted to bring up that was from. Is there a former Rocksteady like producer or someone that they used to work on like the Batman games that's working on something? Because I could have sworn there was something else that I wanted to bring up, but at first I had this pin. This wasn't it.
Former Rocksteady.
I'll try to find it again, and if I do, I'll make sure I put it in our group chat, or I'll put it in our
that's
Discord
fine.
DMs and pin it because this wasn't it.
Let me see here. I think this might be what you're talking about.
I haven't heard anything about anyone from Rocksteady. We're all investigating.
I know.
Journalism in real time, chat.
You say something.
Oh, are you
and all
talking?
Of a sudden...
I think that this is what you're talking about potentially. Yeah. I put it there. It could be what you had posted.
Oh, the founders event, the one that here. Let me pull it.
I just had posted one about Dan Houser and his own childhood being shaped. It shaped the game of Bully. Talks about childhood memories. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
I've got one that says
the Arkham.
Yeah, developer starts new studio.
That might be it. But we can talk about it.
Yeah, why not?
I'm completely lost. It's gonna be like
I don't know where you were going with it, so I can only guess like what we're doing.
Thank you.
This is highly professional. Excuse me.
Yes, it is
in real time. So founders of Batman Arkham developer Rocksteady start a new studio, and they're taking former colleagues with them. That sounds. I mean, are these are the people that? Yeah, they did founders. Arkham. I'm for that. Did someone say Arkham? We always find a way to talk about Batman Arkham.
All right, Rada, who's your favorite Batman, or live action, animated, doesn't matter. We need to have the conversation.
Val Kilmer.
Again. I love Val Kilmer. See, it's not just me.
No, it's not just you. And I don't understand. It's Val Kilmer, then it's and I just had his name in my head. It was the guy right after Val Kilmer. Michael Douglas. There we go. Is that right? Is that the right name?
No, who was that? Wasn't George Clooney after?
You're gonna wasn't it?
You're gonna
trigger
Vara.
It was the guy before Val Kilmer.
All I know
Michael
is
Keaton.
Yes,
Michael Keaton.
Oh my God, I knew it was Michael.
I was say if you say George Clooney, you're gonna trigger Vara. So
don't do that.
I will watch the George Clooney ones, but absolutely not my favorite.
Not George Clooney. Fuck George Clooney. He's a shit actor.
Backwards, guys. Sorry, I'm old. These things get mixed up in my head.
I feel like I gotta give Vara a good jump scare here. If X would frickin' load,
it's never gonna load.
Good luck.
Don't let it load. It's okay.
It's never gonna load. But oh man,
it's
Val
never
Kilmer
gonna
was
happen.
good. I liked Robert Pattinson's Batman. I didn't think that he did that bad. I think that he was a good Batman, but Christian Bale was obviously the definition of Bruce Wayne. And then
Michael Keaton was my favorite.
Of course, the Arkhamverse Batman is my favorite in general.
Oh, I love Arkham games. And you know what? I remember having a crush when I was younger on Val Kilmer, so I think I don't think he gets a bunch of hate. I just think he gets kind of skimmed over. George Clooney is the one that gets the hate.
Yeah. That's true.
And speaking of, here you go. Vara. Jump scare.
No! Why do you do this to me? I hate this fucking guy.
Who asked for this?
Nobody asked for anything George Clooney ever again, period.
So he reveals that Ocean's 14 is moving forward and there are plans to begin filming next year.
Wow, I can't wait to not watch this.
Should please no.
I genuinely, I don't know who asked for this though.
They heard how much you hated him, and he was like, "I have to impress Vara, so we're doing
Great.
14."
Wonderful.
We're gonna torture this one person specifically, and
we gotta own the chuds.
It's like my favorite phrase ever that Vara says. Own the
Is
chuds.
is Julia Roberts gonna be in this one?
I don't know.
She's
do you hate?
good, I guess.
I was like, do you hate her too? I don't know.
I don't love her, but maybe it'll be.
she's better than
tolerable.
George Clooney, so there's that.
That's true. That's true.
It's true.
Oh, you know who else I don't like? Brad Pitt. He'd be in this too.
I've never been a big fan of Brad Pitt. Even
Man.
when I was young and
there
people
you
were
go.
talking about how what a
There he
pretty oh
is.
god,
They all look so young.
they do.
See, look at it just messing. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. See, X is being weird today on me, at least on PC, not on my phone. But all right, we can stop looking. We scared
Thank
Vara
you.
enough for the night.
Appreciate it.
On a positive note, Nintendo's suing people again.
Yay!
I
Shocking.
don't have an article on it, but I just thought it was funny. I was scrolling today and I'm like, suing a Reddit mod. Like, do you think a Reddit mod has $4.5 million?
No, but it's like they're trying. So I had put a link at the beginning in the private chat. They're trying to make a point, right? So it's don't fuck with them or we're gonna sue you. And I think that right now with the new patent they have on the summoning mechanic, I definitely think that they're going to continue this push to try to sue and ultimately censor their opponents because they want to try to make a point.
And that's stupid. Like, just calm down, Nintendo. You've been around long enough. People like you. There's no need for all of this. I don't. And what does it say? What the even here? Hold on. I'll read forward and see. I'm like, does it even say what the Redditor did for them to sue?
I don't remember exactly. I think it's so it says the subreddit encourages fans to support their favorite developers financially, but anyone who frequents it could, in theory, find piracy resources on
In
how
theory.
to
Oh, God.
illicitly
That's
obtain
right.
games. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
So, I mean, but you could say that about literally any website. Like, oh, we went to Veridark's Discord, right? And there was a link to a pirate site. Now, I mean, she supports piracy and wants you to pirate everything on the internet. It's like, of course, they're going to come to that conclusion because they know that so many people do pirate their content. But at the same time, look at how much money they're making. Clearly, it's not truly affecting their sales.
No,
at least
they're
I would argue.
$90 games, they're doing just fine.
So stupid. So expensive.
So expensive.
It really is. And of course, Nintendo has been shutting down so many piracy sites and mod sites, and they've been going after so many people. And I know that they make a lot of money and they have a lot of money, but I really do wonder if with the patent on the summoning mechanic, if they're going to dive too deep into the waters, because then the Microsoft, if they try to enforce that, the Microsofts and the Sonys and basically every large company in this industry is going to go after them. Now, I know that they did want to obtain it primarily because of the Pal World lawsuit, but at the same
Oh,
time,
yeah.
that patent should never have been awarded. And
Mhm.
even so, it's going to severely alter the course of the industry.
I agree. Not a good move, but and also I mean, are they even gonna get the money? Like, come on, who has
Well,
4.5
no.
million just laying around? Like, it's the
Right.
principle, I guess, right? Is what they're trying to make a
Right. They're
said
trying to
prove a
make an
point.
example.
Nintendo, what are
Yeah.
we gonna do with you? I love my old Nintendo though.
I mean,
Like, I love old
Nintendo
Nintendo
does make
games.
good games. It's not
They
like they
do.
don't. And that's what makes it so hard when the Sonys make the Last of Us 2s, right? And the
Mhm.
Microsofts jack up the Game Pass prices by $10, and then the Nintendos do something like this. It's like you don't want to support them, but at the same time, they're the biggest companies in the industry. So it's inevitable that eventually you're going to support them unless you stop buying games outright altogether.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. I don't think anyone is really surprised because Nintendo, like, they're so happy. So,
Yeah, they definitely are.
yeah, unfortunately,
I wish they were an easier company to sit here and defend and want to support,
they're
because
not.
they're just not. There's like no redeeming factor to the freaking company.
I
They
was like,
don't give you any room for that. Yeah.
No, they really
exactly.
don't.
Like Vara said, I still like the games, right? I grew up, Nintendo was the console that was in my house. Um, so I'm still gonna play some games, but they're kind of shady. A lot of the companies that unfortunately we watch and buy stuff for have been known to do some shady things. So it's kind of like pick which one's less shady, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard
how it
because
feels lately.
every company does really bad things and just really scummy things, so
Mhm.
it's not easy. That's for sure.
No, it's not. And did you see? I thought this was kind of funny, but it makes sense, especially when you work on scary games for a living. The Resident Evil Requiem dev says they can't tell if the game's scary anymore. We've made so many that we can't tell until someone else plays it.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I do understand it. Yeah.
I'm so excited for this game, though. Like this, I don't care what I'm playing. When this drops, everything else is going on the back burner, and I'm playing this.
Comes out in February, I think.
Okay, I'm ready.
Resident Evil Requiem release date. Yeah, February 27th. I'm hyped for it too.
I can't wait. I'm trying to decide which Resident Evil game I want to play this month because I've already done 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 2, 3, and 4. I haven't played one fully yet, and not on stream because I feel like that one is just not. I'm not gonna play that one on stream. But 2, 3, 4. I haven't done 5. I played a little bit of 7, and I'm like, I don't know. Should I do Revelations? I don't know. I have them all because there was a huge Steam sale. So
Ooh,
I know I'm trying to pick. I'm like, which one next? 2 is my favorite, but I'm like, don't go back and play 2 again because you've
2
already
is so
streamed that
good.
one. So do something else. Like do one you haven't played yet.
Yeah.
It's
I
hard.
love them all. Right.
I
It's
know.
one of my favorite series. So I definitely get the struggle. I mean, Code Veronica is amazing, but
Let me see if I actually have
I
that one. I think I
I
do.
think, I mean, if you haven't played all of them, you might as well play them in order, like the
I was
rest in
thinking that.
order.
So that would be
Yeah.
5 then for me.
Yeah, 5 is good. It's not the strongest of them. I think
That's
it's
what I've
I think
heard.
it's the funniest. So all the outrage and backlash it's faced.
Oh, so I definitely gotta play that one.
Yeah, Resident Evil. It's like there's been reports and rumors circulating about them remaking 5, but either way, no matter what they do, they would be so royally screwed because you either would have them completely changing it, and it not being, African zombies chasing after you and trying to kill you. So they would censor it and then people would be mad. Or if they leave it completely like untouched and they don't change any story elements, then the crowd who is offended by everything would also be upset by it.
But they're gonna be upset no matter what. So
Yeah.
True.
it's true. So you never bend the knee because they're just gonna always be mad. They find something.
Yeah,
It's like
there's
a
always
talent,
something
really.
else.
Yeah. And since we're on the Resident Evil topic, one more thing here, because I know Zach Krieger's, it's not going to be like following the story. He said, right, like he's kind of doing his own thing in the Resident Evil universe, but I'm still hyped for this because I like the way he makes his movies, right? Like it's the suspense horror and his stories are so good. Barbarian was crazy. I'll never watch it again, not because it was bad, but because it was something that was just like, I don't need to see that again, but it was good and you got to watch it at least once, I would say. Sorry, I'm laughing at the chat. Weapons, I forgot the name of the movie because my brain just paused. Weapons was really good. So I'm looking forward to this. His Resident Evil. I feel like if someone's gonna make us a good Resident Evil movie, it's probably gonna be Zach Krieger.
Yeah, I mean, I know that this is kind of a hot take. I can find a level of appreciation in all the Resident Evil movies and TV shows that have already come out, even if a lot of them are like completely inaccurate to the source material. And I know that, yeah, I know.
So inaccurate.
Yeah, but I can still find some enjoyment in them at the base level. But with this, I know he's not following the source material extremely closely either, and he's just kind of making his own thing. And I think if anybody that I've recently seen in Hollywood lately could come out with something like that, it would probably be him, because generally I think that he puts a lot of effort into his projects and he's very passionate. So even though it might not be the exact Resident Evil story we might expect, I still think it could be good.
Yeah, I think so. I have to watch the Resident Evil movies. I've never actually seen them because once I got into the franchise, everyone's like, yeah, well, it's not like the game. So I was like, oh,
No,
then maybe
it's
I
really
won't.
not.
But I've heard that I should at least watch the first one because it's fun on its own.
The only one that I would suggest to not waste your time with was the Netflix show. That one was that one's the worst by far. But like the movies themselves, I still found some enjoyment in.
They're there if you're not. If you're experienced with the game and you're someone who can't separate the two, you're gonna hate them. That's kind of the way that is. But if you're someone who can let go of it and just enjoy the stupid fun that they give you, then they're stupid fun. They really are. Thankfully, I've never been a huge Resident Evil fan, so I didn't have an issue with watching the movies, but I can see where they would set somebody off for sure.
Yeah. I mean, as a lifelong Resident Evil fan myself, it's hard. It is hard to separate them, but at the same time, it's like, at least they're not outrageously bad for the most part.
I'll give the first one a watch. I would say, I'll let you guys know what I think.
The first one was the best.
It was. Yeah, they get kind of
from there. I don't know.
I mean, even for they go so far off the rails that
it barely even resembles crazy. Resident Evil.
Yeah.
JB says they're outrageously bad.
Yeah, except for the first one. The first one was really good.
Yeah,
but Mila Jovovich is a good actress in my opinion. Yeah.
She looks like she could have played a good Jill if they would have actually went with the story.
I think that she's been in a lot of different action movies that I've quite liked. Mm-hmm. But I think that Hollywood always kind of viewed her as a lower tier actress. And so I don't think that she quite got all of the maybe like notoriety that she fully deserved. It's like that Monster Hunter movie that came out that she was in. That thing was god awful. But she's a good actress. She was like the only decent part of it. And I don't think that she's like a top tier actress by any means. But at the same time, yeah, like I think that she can pull off an action sequence pretty well.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, and obviously Fifth Element was great.
Fantastic.
Oh
yeah. That's one of the best movies. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
The Jabroni for 5, one of my favorite avatars. It's just so funny. The chick cast for Resident Evil looks like Lawrence Taylor.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Well, they can't all be. I have to look it up. Hold on.
Can't all be bombshells.
Yeah. So, especially in modern Hollywood, it's actually more. When we do see it, oh no!
Yeah.
Look up Lawrence Taylor. Chat, if you want to see real quick, because I didn't know who it was, so I had to look it up. Oh no!
Oh man. Why'd you have to say that?
Thanks. Well, we all got a good laugh out of it, so that's fine.
Yeah. It's worth it, I guess.
Well, on a lighter note, to prepare for his role in Tron, Jared Leto had the sexuals with ChatGPT. What do you think about that, Chat?
How does that prepare you for a role?
I don't know. It's on brand for Jared Leto, so I wasn't even remotely surprised when I read this. Like, there wasn't even a moment like, wow. I was just like, Jared doing Jared things.
Jared Leto is one of the most untalented fucking acts I've ever seen in any piece of content in my entire life.
How does he keep getting jobs?
The only thing he was good in was American Psycho. That is it. And that's because he gets fucking killed.
He gets killed in a lot of...
He does.
What's it? Fight Club. He dies in a lot of his movies.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think that Tron was going to be that good anyway.
Did you watch it?
I have not watched it yet.
Me neither.
I didn't think that it was going to be good anyway. It's a racing legacy. It's undoing the work that was already set up.
Yeah.
And it's just a completely wild concept. But the fact that he is the lead character, or one of the lead characters, is truly the biggest turnoff ever.
Yeah, I don't think it did very well. But to be fair, I'm not.
Today's the first day of its release.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Today's the limited release day. I think it officially comes out on Friday, but it's like there's the midnight showings tonight, and then tomorrow there's the early. I mean, we might as well just say today was released at that fucking point, but yeah.
Thanks, C. Jabroni. Now you can't unsee it. Ha! You have to think. We have to see it just like he does every time now. He put that on us. I'm not sure. I just thought this was funny. I'm not sure if this is actually true.
It's not. But at the same
time, he did this, but like
it's not. But
to be fair, the
problem is that you see that and you go, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, but I see it and I was like, I'm not gonna. I was like, do I want to pull this up on stream? And I'm like, yeah, it's funny, so I'm gonna pull it up.
Well, thankfully it says discussing fish.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah,
it does. Oh my god.
That's why I'm like, at first I was like, oh, I believe it, and then I'm like, oh wait, it's discussing fish. Then I'm like, do I want to keep it up? Yeah, we're gonna pull it up on stream anyways. I mean, it's gonna be funny.
It wouldn't be surprising.
That's what I mean. Like,
isn't he like a cultist? So
I don't know.
Isn't he like
I've heard
a cult?
But
I mean,
which
besides starting a so-called cult in Croatia, so I guess he is. I thought he was part of Scientology.
Okay, so he's his own cult.
Yeah, I was gonna say from one cult to another, but what do I know?
Yeah, I don't think he's. Oh my gosh, Shane. All right, moving on. I just thought you guys would get a good chuckle out of that. You're welcome, chat. This one, are you guys Friday the 13th fans?
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually, side note, before we talk about this article, I went to Halloween Horror Nights, which I want to go one more time. The Friday the 13th house was the best house. I didn't go out to two of them, but they weren't character houses. So, but the Friday the 13th house was so good. It had all the different Jasons popping out at you, and like his mom. They even had her car in it at one point. Like you walk out thinking that it's done. Like she's sitting there like kind of yelling at you, standing next to her car, and then you go through again and there's more. It was
Cool.
so good. It was so
sick.
good. It was a lot of fun. But I don't know how I feel about this because Jason Blum has made some okay movies that I wouldn't call him at all one of my favorite horror directors. You know, he does okay with like Five Nights at Freddy's type stuff, but I don't think I want to see him touch Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. Because
I don't want to see anybody touch Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. We already saw what happened when they remade Nightmare on Elm Street once.
Oh my gosh.
Let's not revisit that again.
Yeah.
And they've already remade Friday the 13th again once. Let's not revisit that again. Let's find something new.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last good one for both of them, I would say, was Freddy vs. Jason. I know that wasn't popular with
Freddy
everybody,
vs.
but I
Jason.
loved it. That used to be like my
It
favorite
was.
horror movie.
It was so good.
It's just so much fun. And like the fight scene at the end, you're like, yes. JP says you're sexy Cthulhu is right.
I'm used to that. That is one of my main nicknames. Also Cthulhu with tits.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jason Blum says his ultimate goal as a horror producer is to make a Friday 13th, the Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Those are my two white whales. We're always haggling. I make a run at them every day. I will never give up the quest, and if they make one without me, I'll chase the next movie. I think that both of them need to just be put aside. Like, just leave them alone. They're icons. We've gotten good and we've gotten bad from both of them. I remember not my biggest problem, but the remake of Friday the 13th, it bugged me that he ran.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like part of his thing where he just oh yeah, a number of things as well. But I just remember like that sticking out to me immediately. Like when I saw the trailer, I'm like, why is he running? He doesn't run. Scary. That's supposed to be the scary thing. It's like, does he teleport?
Right.
Is he supernatural? We don't know.
How does he get everywhere?
Yeah. But
he ran in the older movies, but now like I feel like in this one he was like,
I mean, he might have ran a little bit. You get a scene of him taking a few fast steps, but it's not like he really chased a bunch of people.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I don't want anybody to touch this at all. It doesn't even matter who.
Leave it alone.
Yeah. I just don't want them to.
Yep, it's time to move on. I was thinking about it earlier today. Literally, I'm like, if you really want something that's like Nightmare on Elm Street, you can people have already taken the same idea and turned it into their own thing. You don't need Krueger. You need something else entirely different. Just move on and be creative.
New. You could take, inspiration from the characters if you'd like and make your own thing, but leave. Yeah, I agree. Leave them alone. Look what happened with Michael Myers too. All the just leave the horror icons. I know.
Oh
my god,
it's not good.
They're running out of ideas, guys.
They really, really are, and it's sad because it's just another set of characters in a series that somebody now wants to fuck up again. And we've seen this happen so often.
Yep.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again.
I feel like he probably isn't going to get his hands on it. I mean, look at the copyright hell that Jason has been in, the character.
Oh my God.
And we lost the
Thank
game
God.
because of it. I know what I mean. Like, there's, what, how about he just stays there so that we don't get any more crap? But it does make me sad that the game was shut down because I really enjoyed the Friday the 13th game.
Yeah. Well, it's like
I
we
never
were
got the
talking
chance to play it.
Yeah, it's like we were talking
good.
about the new Halloween game that's coming out that we're kind of excited for. It's like a lot of these horror-esque games that are based off of like movie and TV series. Like I haven't played, but you have a lot of knowledge of. And
I loved it.
Yeah.
And the
I just really wish they'd stop
too.
doing symmetrical game thing with the horror movies games though. I mean, I'm very excited about the Hellraiser game that's coming out. That's not going to be asymmetrical. It's going to be a single player game. I would love to see more of those because sometimes I don't want to play with other people.
Yeah, so the Halloween game, what they're doing is they're giving you story mode and then online mode. I think that's smart. But yeah, I understand that because I actually didn't play enough of Friday the 13th because I didn't want to play with other people.
Yeah.
And it was before I had friends that also played it. And when it first launched, it wasn't even you could only play, I think what is it? It wasn't what am I looking for? Like I was playing
Cross-platform?
yes, cross-platform. I'm like, it's right there. Yeah, it wasn't cross-platform. My friends had it on like Xbox or PC, not PC. I had it on PC. They had it on PlayStation, so we couldn't play together. And then
Yeah.
finally, I had a couple friends that got it on PC. And we played like a little bit, but not enough.
Yeah. And then like they did that Evil Dead
I loved that
asymmetrical,
game.
and that was actually really fun. But I didn't have friends who wanted to play it, and so I didn't play it, even though I bought it. It was fun. I think it's still is it still going, or did they shut it down?
They shut it. I think they shut it down. But if you own it, you can probably still
Play it
play
offline.
Like play it offline, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know,
that's
but that was so sad because they even tried doing a battle royale with that, but it was so stupid because they didn't even let you play it with a friend. Like it was just solos.
They really
and
fucked it up.
They did, and Saber did not. That's that. They were the developers. It was so buggy, and they had it to where like the demon was very OP. So if you played, like you said you played a little bit, so you probably know what I'm talking about, where you just get annihilated by as soon as you start. They were so powerful, and it's upsetting because they could have really done something cool with that game. I love Evil Dead, so I really wanted it to do well.
Well, they had all the right. They had all of the fucking Bruces, and they had all the right characters in it. They didn't bring it together in the right package is the whole thing, if they could have done it a little more like Dead by Daylight so that people could really get into it, they'd have probably on the back end anyway gotten something going. But I mean it's just sad.
Hellraiser doesn't have a release date yet, does it?
I
don't think so, but that looks really good.
It does. And real quick, Raider for 6357, and he put an emoji this time so that we don't yell at him. Thank you, Raider.
I know yesterday during my stream he put like a grimace, like a disgusted face,
so
like I have to enter in an emoji.
I have to put something so I don't get scolded by the ladies. Thank you, Raider.
No, it doesn't have a release date yet.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe they learned a bit with the Halloween game. I don't know if it's gonna go over well. I'm gonna get it. I get all of them. I got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I get every horror game I can. Yeah. I love them to death. I'm playing through Fatal Frame right now, Lunar Mask, which I had never played before. I want to replay the Call of Cthulhu game that came out in 2018 because that game was so good. But
so many games, so little time.
Yeah.
But I think like what they're doing with this, like making asymmetrical and then also a story mode is good because people that don't want to play online can play the story mode. And then, people that like playing online can play online. So I think I don't know if that actually means that it's going to last, but I hope so. I would like to see one of these besides Dead by Daylight have a win.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Even though they're not games I generally play a lot of, I would rather them come out and then be popular and successful so we can get more games like it and less low quality slop.
Does anybody know if Attack of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space released?
That did release. That came out.
How is that one doing?
I think that came out. Oh, I don't remember actually. I know that it
June 4th, 2024. Okay.
Okay.
Also came out last year. All right.
But I don't remember how that remember people saying that they liked it. I don't know how well it did though, like commercially.
I'm gonna say it didn't do too hot.
Probably not.
Oh, it died almost immediately.
Yeah. I think the problem was that it wasn't balanced well, and so unfortunately, like it just kind of died.
That's the same thing that happened with
2024.
Oh wow, okay. That's the same thing that happened with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was not balanced well because the family could just again annihilate you, and you have to do 10 things to escape from the farm. Oof. Or it was too much.
Okay, guys, guess the all-time peak and how many players are in game right now. Oof.
Oh no. I can't. Is there like 10 people playing right now?
Oh, you're close. I sent it to you in the private chat. You're close.
Oh boy. All right.
That's sad. That is sad.
I opened up the wrong one. Okay. I know everyone's on the edge of your seat. All right. Oh,
Oh man, it's not good.
only 4,000 all time and peak
Yeah.
16 months, 29 for a 24-hour peak, and 15 players playing right now.
Right now.
That's sad, but inevitable.
Yeah.
If you don't balance your game, people aren't going to support it.
Yeah, no. No, they won't.
Someone in chat said 1 plus the devs.
Oh, jeez.
It's so true. It hurts.
Oh no. Man, so I can put anything in here and it'll like show me.
Yep, any game.
Hold on,
Any game that's on Steam.
Any yep.
It'll
Let's
be
see.
there.
Wait, where is it? Which one would it be? This one? No.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, maybe 2 under that one.
Right. Nope. Down. There you go.
Right there.
That one?
Yeah, that would be the base game, I would assume. 238.
Okay, they're not doing quite as bad.
No.
No,
That's a
they had
couple
more players,
lobbies.
too. But look at that review score. Ow.
Yeah, that's not good. It's mixed territory.
And I was rooting for this one to do well too, because the devs were like, people were like, let us, pre-order it. And they're like, no, we want to wait until we can put gameplay out for you a demo.
Wicked, have
And-
you ever seen the Kill the Justice League numbers?
No.
But I know you have a deep hatred
I
for
do.
Kill the Justice League, just like me. So I thought you'd get a little kick out of it. Quadruple A game they lost $250 million on it. 170.
I'm surprised they even have that much.
Yeah, 13K. Whew. They got a lot of players at launch. That always gives me a good chuckle when I'm feeling sad.
I wonder if let me check out Evil Dead. It's probably gonna be bad. I mean, when it first dropped, maybe not. Oh, but I'm surprised there's anyone playing right now because they,
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's a
pulled
good
it.
site. It shows you it shows you the scores. Also for upcoming games, will show you like the ranks for like how many people have wishlisted it and how many people have
Pre-check Halloween.
pre-purchased it and stuff like that.
Oh my God, the one under it. What was that?
Next part?
Oh no, because it's not out yet. Well,
This one's
it's got
not out yet,
5,000
okay.
followers,
Yeah.
which I guess
They
isn't
just
that bad for a
announced
game
it.
of this size.
So
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
come out till next year. Makes me mad. I wanted it to come
know.
out this year.
I know, I was so excited. Well, we'll keep you guys updated. We'll keep checking on that. The DJ Brony for 5 says enough of the women prattle. Show us your kitties. I think only Vara has a kitty.
Yeah, he's not in here tonight.
have-
Neither
I
of the cats are here.
I have a Furby. Is that good enough?
I don't think that counts. I have Sherma from Silk Song. Does little Sherma count?
Oh, that's cute. It's our little stoned Furby. I named him Sir Furbington of Trey because Trey. I know her. Rada knows who I'm talking about. Okay. Enough of that. All right. So I don't know if you guys want me to pull up the video of Hassan, but we can pull up what you sent me about the collar. Because what was it? He had some kind of defense. If you guys don't know,
Oh God.
Hassan, he had his dog in the background. It was using the shock collar on him, and it was just, or her. I think it was a girl dog, but
It's a
Yeah.
female, yeah.
yeah, it was messed up. So in case anyone doesn't want to see it, I won't pull up the video. But this guy, Tectone, said, "Hey, son, I found your collar. Looks like the electric prongs are removable on your collar there. This is the reason you didn't show the collar yesterday. This issue has left your algorithm. We aren't your audience. We aren't stupid. You are disgusting, lying, manipulative POS."
Yep.
So
Yeah, because he decided to show the bottom of the collar, but it's clearly got like electrical tape over it so that you can't see where the prongs would be removable. And it's like he truly believes everybody who would see it would just instantly believe his claims. Why didn't he instantly take it off the dog and then show it?
yeah. And why wouldn't
Because-
he have it on when he's streaming too? Like, come on now.
Right, it's like he wants to keep the dog behind him as a prop.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it makes him seem more human, which we all know he's not.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's resurfaced videos from like 5 or 6 years ago of him pulling a dog's tail, like straight up yanking it, which of
Oh
course
my
can be
gosh.
extremely bad for dogs.
Yep.
And I didn't send it to you because I know you're not going to want to see it, and I know you're not going to want to hear the way that he says it in his tone, but he I'm not going to get mad. He says
okay, you can get
that
mad.
he's going to fucking kill the dog if the dog doesn't obey him.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, yeah. He's
Yep.
garbage.
I mean, I would be lying if I haven't told my dogs occasionally that I'm going to snap their neck, but I'm not. I
you
don't
don't mean
obviously.
it.
I
yeah.
don't
they
mean
are
it.
well
The problem
aware of
is,
the
is
fact
he believes that
Yeah,
these
he probably
dogs are
would.
props.
Yeah, no, I mean, my dogs are basically at this point in time until I have children, they are my children. And even after I have children, they'll still kind of be strange furry children. But you know, there are always those moments where you make those kinds of threats every now and then, and thankfully the dogs don't understand me. And then
Just
they
go.
get a treat and they don't care. So,
Just tilt their head. What, Mom?
did you say something? Oh, am I getting food now?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, you're getting food now.
But he doesn't care about
No.
anybody but himself, and this has always been the major problem with Hassan, is that he thinks that he is in a position of invincibility, right, which is why he feels emboldened to do these things on live stream. But people like him claim to want to have discussions with people they disagree with in debates, but why would I want to have a discussion with someone who thinks that it's okay to abuse an animal and doesn't care about even a dog's life, never mind a human being's life? Like, why would I take your side in any sort of argument at all whatsoever? Why would I even want to listen to you at that point?
Well, and then to bring politics into it, to say, why are these people caring about this dog? And there's all these people in Pakistan. And it's like, if you can't care about the dog that's right there with you, why do you think I'm going to believe you care about anybody else?
Exactly. I think that he should have gotten banned for animal cruelty. And we know that he's a golden goose for Twitch, and Twitch doesn't make a lot of money. They're not profitable, so they can't get rid of people as big as him. But he 100% deserves a ban for animal cruelty.
Yeah.
Just that simple.
They're very lenient on the people that actually bring them money, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, it's like with the Charlie Kirk situation, and in the way that, you know, he's talked about his political opponents before and the threats that he said, oh, you guys should go out and find these people. They still don't ban him for statements like that. But I mean, when it's right there in front of their faces and Twitch still is doing nothing, it truly just shows how little they care. I mean, every big streamer has also turned against him at this point. Even like Amaranth has turned against him and said, you know, this is horrendous.
Once you bring dogs into
shouldn't
it,
allow this.
Yeah. Once you bring animals into it, people tend to get angry, which is good, but he's done enough to where people should have already been angry, but at least they're starting to notice, I guess.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. But is there anything else that you ladies want to chat about before we get into our review?
No.
No.
I'm good.
Okay. So this was a hidden gem. We're going to watch the trailer first, then we'll get into what we thought about the movie. I'd never even heard of this one. I couldn't even find it. The link you sent me, I don't think I would have been able to see it if you didn't send me that link. Maybe you could rent it. You could probably rent it on like Prime or something.
You can rent it, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I was
luckily,
trying to find
Web
it.
Archive has a lot of movies. It's got like all the Alien movies, and you know, you can find a lot of movies, I would say, before like 2005 on Web Archive.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's move on from Hassan into a nice, scary movie. No, this movie was good. I'm glad
it was available for
torrent
though.
Oh, okay. All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. I love just like the old school, like this too. Like it's like you're watching on a VHS tape. It's great. Okay.
Then, from the author of Terror, H.P. Lovecraft. From the director of Return of the Living Dead.
There's no evil in what I do, so long as I do it rightly.
The Resurrected.
I have struck depths that your little brain cannot fathom.
He lived centuries.
Is it echoing?
What?
I know. I know.
Vera's
Yeah.
echoing.
Vera's echoing.
Oh, it's
Oh,
because
no,
I
no,
think
I
you
think
are too.
I think it's sometimes when I open up a thing. Sorry, let's just watch this.
Ago.
Just to be expected, the dead take much blood.
But for him, death was only the beginning.
The cops found 8, count them, 8 boxes of human remains. Turns out they've had a rash of tomb snatchings over in Europe.
Now this wizard from the past
Don't you understand what's going on down here, Lonnie? He beat death.
has teamed with a man from the present
He's talking about bringing people back from the dead.
to create an evil that will last forever.
As the hunger grows, my control will surely weaken.
The best we can hope for is to somehow diminish Charles's homicidal and cannibalistic impulses. The curse of the formerly dead is the hunger. And it will not be denied.
Chris Sarandon of Fright Night and Child's Play.
I've drawn down the demons from the stars.
There'll be no salvation for these.
John Terry of In Country and Full Metal Jacket. Jane Sibbett of television's The Famous Teddy Z.
The destinies of all things, living and dead, are mine.
The Resurrected.
The Resurrected, guys, is, and make sure you get, if you're looking for it, it's a 1999 or sorry, 91.
Yeah,
Film.
91.
Yeah, 91. I was trying to find a good spot to like leave it on when we talk about it.
Well, I don't know why we're echoing.
Oh yeah, let me stop sharing.
Yeah.
That's why we're echoing.
I was going to say that might be why.
It happens sometimes. StreamYard does it to me.
Well, you
sometimes
could
when
just
I'm
bring up
sharing
the
it.
YouTube tab just without the audio.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I hate when that happens. Sorry, guys. All right, no
It's okay.
audio. We're good. This was really good. So, let me get a good spot. I'll just keep to keep it on. That looks cool. That's not too creepy. There we go. There we go.
That's good enough.
That's good enough. Yeah. So, you better be sorry. Sorry, JV. So I thought, again, just like we said last week with Fright Night, the special effects were so good because we were talking about it before the stream. Rada was saying how, it's practical effects, which is always, I don't know why they don't do that anymore, because if they want their movies to still look good in 20 years, that's what you should do. Like this was
Practical
91.
effects are so expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But I just wish so badly that they still used them because it looks
Yeah.
so good. So I like that I feel like they did a great job with building up the cosmic dread and the atmosphere and the mystery of what is going on, because we didn't find out for a while exactly what was happening. I thought this was going to be kind of like a Frankenstein thing. That's what I thought was going on. And then it just erupts into full-blown 90s horror, and I loved it.
I did too. I remember, of course, we both loved Fright Night, and I was like, what else has Chris Sarandon been in that I haven't seen? And I started really looking into it, and I thought that he, of course, was phenomenal in this movie, just like he has been in every other movie I've seen him in, but it felt somewhat like 1985 Reanimator, which of course both of these are based on H.P. Lovecraft's work, and I thought that it was so well done. Like we talk about every time that we've watched a classic, and I'm sure that we will continue to say, in modern movies, they rely so heavily on CGI that the art of practical effects and good set building and good costume creation is lost on modern Hollywood. And so going back and watching films like this is so special because it truly doesn't feel that dated. And sure, if you remade it today, the camera quality would be different and things like that, but it still feels nostalgic, yet it doesn't feel so dated that it's very hard to look past. And I thought that this movie was really, really well done because, yes, in the beginning, it feels very, we'll just say standard. It doesn't feel that horrific or creepy, but as the movie continues, the atmosphere really builds up. And then, yeah, by the end, it's a full-blown 90s horror fest. Yeah, absolutely.
And I love that he did a good job. Maybe aristocratic is the way like he acted. I forgot the ancestor's name, but that is like the creepiness in with that. He did a really good job with that. He's a great actor. I need to start watching more films because I confused him with a guy from Flashdance. Sorry, last week everyone's like that wasn't him. I'm like they look so much alike. I thought that was him. I remembered him from Child's Play and well now Fright Night's like probably I'd say Fright Night is probably still my favorite out of what I've seen him in. This was really good though, but Fright Night was just that is going on my list now that I have to watch every year for just, like the spooky marathons for sure.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And man, it's just Jerry Dandridge. That was the character's name in Fright Night.
Yeah. This one was Kernow or something.
Yeah,
I know he was Charles, like the original one, but then his ancestor.
Yeah, and with a movie like this, it would have, I think, been very easy for them to not play into the creepiness and the horror until like the last 10 minutes. And I'm glad that it started halfway through the movie because I was a little worried that they were going to push it off as much as possible, which didn't happen. But I also love the fact that they reference the cosmic threat, referencing the Eldritch gods, and how those references are also kind of slid in there. It's not very overt and in your face, like the world is gonna end and all these different things. But if you're a fan of Lovecraft's work, you definitely can see where they're going, like what the references are to.
I mean, I guess that kind of puts me, because I don't think it's a bad movie. But for me, it was more of this is an 80s horror movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was great. I kind of saw where things were going, but I'm also
absolutely.
very, very experienced with, Lovecraftian lore and the patter of the movie and the way it goes. So for me, it was kind of I could listen to this in the background, and be okay with it. And then right there towards the end where they finally start ramping up is where it actually pulls my attention in so that I start paying attention to what's going on, because there's so much lead up to it. And the fact that I do like the fact that they kind of play into the detective noir part, which is something that does fit very well in Lovecraftian stories. Just so many of them actually start with a guy who was just a little curious and ended up in a place where he didn't necessarily mean to be. So that really sets quite well with the movies.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
and I
agree. The gore and everything, and it was really good. Even when they did do a little of what you could call 80s CGI, it worked out very well. I mean, even this scene here where it's obviously Chris Sarandon facing Chris Sarandon, they pulled it off quite well.
They did, yeah.
And I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I loved it, but it was good.
I think that it's definitely a fun popcorn flick, we'll say. Was it the most inspirational, captivating, amazing movie ever? No, but it did follow the novella pretty closely, which was just the case of Charles Dexter Ward, which is why I'm surprised I had never seen this before, because I've read that. I've read most of Lovecraft's work, but I'm surprised that I had never watched this. I guess that it just slipped by me after all these years, surprisingly, just like Fright Night. I was shocked I had never seen that.
I know.
But
I'm shocked you never saw it, but
I know.
But,
well,
I didn't see it either. I'm so glad that I have seen it now because it's on the list.
Yeah, but sure. I think that we all probably knew where it was going pretty early on, but I still felt like they did a very good job with the pacing. It didn't feel too slow. It didn't feel too fast. I do think that they probably could have made this like an hour movie and like speed rushed it to the end, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a tiny bit too long, like the pacing at some parts, but I mean, it wasn't awful to where I was like falling asleep or anything.
It's no Color Out of Space, though.
Yeah.
They could have cut out like the second visit to the that farmhouse.
The farmhouse.
Oh yeah.
They could have shortened that out a bit and picked it up a little right there. And got you further into where they go back the third time a little faster, and that would have actually improved it quite a bit. I just didn't. I didn't find it that scary. So
No, it wasn't
No, it
scary.
didn't scare me.
Disappointing part for me.
I definitely think that it's similar to the way a lot of people feel about Fatal Frame, the games, where it's not that terrifying or horrific or scary, but the atmosphere is really supposed to be what captures your attention and what keeps you interested in the experience. And I felt that they did a good job here.
Yeah.
Yeah, would I rewatch this one? Probably not, but Fright
No.
Night was a win. I'm not mad that I seen this though. Like it's not
No,
like a waste of time or anything, but it's, I got the story now, I've seen it, cool. I would suggest it, especially, if you guys, anybody in the chat likes Lovecraft stuff.
We don't get a lot of Lovecraft these days.
No, we don't get nearly enough Lovecraft at all.
No, we don't. Makes me sad.
I mean, you get a lot of things that are Lovecraft existential horror adjacent, but not actual Lovecraft. That's which kills me because I would love to see what Guillermo del Toro wants to do with At the Mountains of Madness. But
that would be so good,
wouldn't it? Oh my god! They won't let him do it though, and I don't know why.
Yeah, we're never.
They don't want good. They don't want good things. Apparently.
Have you seen Color Out of Space?
No,
I have.
You have? Okay, I figured you had, but.
We're talking the Nicolas Cage one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that one a lot, but I'm kind of a Nicolas Cage shill. I kind of like anything that he's in, but
there's one movie that he's made, and every time I talk about him, I have to bring it up because it's the only movie that I have problems remembering. And ironically, it's a movie called Knowing.
Oh, yeah, 2009.
I think it was about that, but whatever. I don't know what it is about that movie. It is so hard to remember that it exists, and then I sit down and watch it, and I'm like, "Oh fuck! Why did I do this to myself again?"
I like that movie. That one was pretty good. Yeah.
The chat is talking about Fright Night Part 2. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing.
1988 said it was pretty good. Shane likes it. JB said it was solid.
I think the problem with it is that most of the cast doesn't return.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's
still worth watching.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. I mean, I really liked the first one, so I'll give it a watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, if you want, the chat's asking, it's the Resurrected 1991. You can rent it. You could, sail the seas for it or just rent it on Prime.
Yep, you can also find it on Web Archive. So if you just Google up the name of it, you can probably find it that way.
Oh no, Robo, you're gonna set Vara off. I haven't seen it.
No! Stop! Evildoer! Witch! Panned!
Sorry,
get this fucking guy out of here. No. Colin Farrell's such a good actor, but then oh my gosh, and then they put David Tennant in the eyeliner. Oh my gosh! Get
Not
me
the
out of this.
eyeliner.
Not get me out of here.
There really were some terrible things about that. Yeah,
I didn't see it. I just know that Vara did not
bad.
like it.
It's not good.
I've seen worse remakes.
Oh yeah, there's definitely worse, but it's bottom of the barrel in my opinion.
Sorry, Robo. Had to put you on the spot there.
Do not like it.
Do not. All right. Well, here, tell them what you guys have going on. I have actually both of their links are all in the description, but here's Rada's YouTube channel. Guys, make sure you go over there and sub. She plays games and stuff.
I do. Yeah, that's true.
What do you have? You have anything coming up? Like, what's your next gaming stream? Or
tomorrow I will be doing a gaming stream. Me and my co-host for the Offensive Charm podcast are going to be playing some more Bloodborne. I suck at Souls-like games, so this is the only way I get to experience the Lovecraftian horror that is in Bloodborne, for which I am very grateful to my friend Jazz for helping me through it. So we'll be doing that tomorrow night. And then I will also be streaming on Saturday and Sunday, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. That I will be playing Hell Is Us, which is, if you haven't experienced it yet, I am very much enjoying it. The combat is a little Souls-like, but not punishingly hard. The real juice in it, though, is the puzzle and atmospheric lore.
It did seem really good. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, though. I was getting through Chronos, which I loved.
Yeah.
Did you finish
There
it
were so
already?
many
You beat me.
games that
Went
just
over the finish
dropped
line.
right at once. Oh,
Yep.
Wallsfish, you're not going to see me on Twitch. I refuse to play on Twitch.
Yeah.
So I'm on YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, Kick, and you can even catch me on X if you want to watch me. I just refuse to do Twitch because I'm tired of them. I'm sick and tired of it, and I don't want them making money off of me, and I don't want them making money off of people who choose to watch me. So
That's fair.
Yeah, totally.
That's fair. I left Twitch for like 2 years, and now like once in a while I'll pop up on there with my games, but I'm pretty much just on YouTube and Kick for my gaming streams.
Yeah,
I'm on all of those whenever I stream. I'm on however many I just listed off. I can't even remember now.
Well, the link tree's in the description, guys.
That is what. Yes.
Yeah,
That's why I
that
have
thing.
one of those.
Yeah, same. And Sandy Pepper for 5. Lovecraft is okay, but I hear his cat was just awesome.
My husband's a fan.
And thank you, Hokies, for dropping Vara's links. What do you? What's the next 10 videos you got coming out tomorrow?
So we're covering the next 2 days. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna be streaming Fatal Frame again tomorrow night. I'll be streaming it again on Saturday, finishing it up, and then I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing for. I think it's 2 other streams that I have before Pokemon, but my plan is Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. And I don't know what my 5 videos will be on tomorrow yet. So
she's like, crap, now I got to drop 5 because they said
man, I guess I have to live up to the expectations.
Oh my gosh. Well, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us. I hope you had
fun. Thank you for inviting me. I had a lot of fun. I genuinely appreciate the chance to get to just hang out and chat about anything, really. So
that's what we do here. We just chat.
Yeah, we're Furbies, so
yes,
that's all we do.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But all right, I guess we're out, guys. I'm gonna send you guys over to Kara. She's playing some games, so go say hi, show her some love, and we will see you guys next week over on Vara's channel. Don't know what we're reviewing yet, so just pay attention to X and stuff. We'll let you know.
Yep.
But all right, guys, we're gonna go. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.